hasn't changed much since, you know, you've checked one out in the bookstore recently, right? You know, maybe a few have changed names, some nations, maybe some have split, but pretty much the lines on the map have been drawn. And so, and we fought 2 major world wars. And, you know, communism came and went, and now we're sitting here with, you know, the digital revolution has already happened, and oftentimes I sit to myself and I ask myself, what is there left to do? You know, did I come too late? I get kind of bummed because I watch these like movies about the 70s and like the civil rights movement and like, you know, the Vietnam, like getting our troops home from Vietnam, and I'm like, dang, I missed it all. Like, I'm just gonna get on Facebook and hang out. But let me tell you that there's kind of two. I travel a lot, and I ask people. There's very smart people out there, and I encourage you all to travel because it's awesome. It shapes your worldview. But I always ask people, like, you know, what's your theory about what's next? And I usually get 2 different theories. One is that, you know, the future is just going to be made up a bunch of technocrats and bureaucrats making small tinkers, small changes here and there. That they're going to just, you know, we're just going to kind of ride the medium level. You know, everything's kind of gray. Things aren't going to change much. You know, we're just going to kind of keep going as they are. Which is kind of sad to me, because then I find myself back in the same place like, dang, I missed it. And then I hear the other theory, which is everything's going to go to hell in a handbasket. We're going to have World War III again. Like, you know, it's the beginning of the end. And I leave those meetings saying, dang, it's over. You know? But when I travel, I also meet these people, a lot of people I've talked to tonight that have such inspiring stories. I met this teacher tonight who raised $15,000 with her high school. For school. I don't know where you're at. And it's like, I met this one kid who raised $1,000 by creating this video and posted it online and sold t-shirts. And it's like, the beauty is that technology has allowed the power to go back into our hands. And so I would like to propose tonight a third path. It's where young people and people of young of heart take back the power, and the things that seem impossible and the things that we leave up to governments, we do ourselves. And I would like to just give you a couple quick examples, because Invisible Children is a movement that's doing that, is doing the impossible. But there's these guys who basically in 2001 went to, you know, Eastern Africa and saw that a lot of victims of landmines from going out there and farming, you know, they just, you know, a lot of people are subsistence farmers, but these landmines were blowing off kids' legs, and kids were going to play soccer and they're blowing off their arms. It's horrible. It happens in northern Uganda. And these guys, you know, were passionate. They went to the UN and basically started saying, like, how can we ban landmines? And the UN was like, okay, we'll get everyone together. And after 2 years, the UN couldn't figure out how to even, they couldn't agree on define what a landmine was. And you're thinking to me, it's pretty simple. It's that thing in the ground that blows people up, you know? It's not, doesn't take rocket science. And so these guys, what they did is they themselves went back to East Africa, started mobilizing the countries and the local governments across the world, and in 2 years, through technology and grassroots activism, we're able to get 144 countries to ratify and not use landmines anymore, without the UN's help. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. It's like, that's where we're at. We have the technology, we have the power, it's going back to us. And I look out there tonight and I'm like, these are our future politicians, these are our future CEOs. There's going to be amazing stories. I mean, if you guys don't stick with northern Uganda, the one thing I hope you guys do is know that, like, the ceiling of impossible has been broken. We're doing impossible things every day. The fact that Bethany basically rewrote the laws for New York City so we could go out here and sleep tonight is an impossible thing in 3 months. But when you leave tonight, just know that you are capable you are capable of more than you think you are. You are more powerful than you think you are. And to always, when you're looking at impossible tasks, always jump first and fear later. That's Invisible Children's motto, you know, when we're thinking about renting buses or, you know, flying into the LRA camp or, you know, any kind of wild idea we have daily. We just say, let's jump first and fear later, because the details will always be figured out, but it's always that first step that's the hardest. And so whatever you guys do, whether that's fighting for injustice in East Africa or here at home or any cause that you're passionate about, please go for it full force. The planet needs people who are passionate and believe they can do the impossible. So thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. And this concludes our planned agenda. I still hope you guys all are out there. Meet people. There's some amazing people out here tonight. Get to know each other, a sense of community. I'm going to, at 11 o'clock, be leaving on a 55-seater passenger bus. Once again, I'd like to extend any open invitation to anyone who wants to get on that bus with me for an undetermined amount of time, going to undetermined places. And if you make it all the way to the end, wherever the end is, I will pay for your way back to New York or wherever you're from. Or if you want to get in a caravan and follow us, you're more than welcome to. So at 11 o'clock, that is happening. But on that sheet that you all got when you came in here, since you are rescued, there are cities that still need to be rescued. So when you go home tomorrow morning, I ask that even if you're not getting on that bus, that everyone spends the night here in solidarity with the child soldiers, so that you know what it's like to sleep outside and sacrifice for them. It will make a statement. Stay the night. In the morning, 8 a.m. when you guys leave, or whenever you wake up, go home, shower, eat something, and then check the website, because I need your help to get rescued. I think I'm going to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania first. Oh yeah. I just blew it. I'm sorry. You know that poem that we filmed today? Yeah. I talked John Turtletop and Chris Roll and reading some lines from it tonight because I thought it was so inspiring. So one last official agenda item before I let you guys go, all right? All right? So I'm going to call